are the #1 most sought employability skill. And so everyone's out here putting good communication skills on their resumes. But what does that actually mean? And who actually has it? A lot of good lessons start with a story. So picture this. We're standing at the base of some mountain in Georgia. My partner and I had just started our 2,189.8 mile trek of the Appalacian Trail. For those of you not familiar, the Appalacian Trail, or the AT, is the longest continuous hiking-only footpath in the world. And so here we are at the base of this mountain. It's early March, it's cold, it had snowed, and we are arguing. You see, he's really fast with the uphills, and I'm much faster at the downhills. And so we had a pacing issue. And it's at the base of this mountain that we found ourselves at odds with one another. Kombucha, I said, and then we stopped talking. Today, here in this space, I want to talk to you about metacommunication. We'll get back to the mountain in a minute. Metacommunication is defined as communicating about your communication. It's our vocalizations about our thoughts and cognitions about our communication. It's talking about the way that we talk. And so my use of the word kombucha in that moment was not odd or out of context. It was premeditated. You see, at some earlier point in our relationship, my partner wisely expressed his discontent with my distance and failure to talk after a disagreement. And it's only then that I learned that he was interpreting my need for alone time to process and think about what I wanted to say as a desire for separation, or perhaps a lack of interest in working toward a resolution. He was decoding my behavior in a way that did not align with why I was actually behaving in that way. I'm someone who needs time to process things before I communicate, especially when it's important. And I know that about myself, but it was unfair of me to expect him to know that about me. I needed to communicate it. Thankfully, he was mindful enough and cared about the relationship enough to say something. What it did was trigger for me that we needed to talk about the way that we talk. I needed to explain to him that I need time to process things before I can communicate. And from this, I knew that we needed a signal or a catchphrase to say, hey, this is one of those moments. I'm upset, and I need some time to process things before I can continue this conversation. Kombucha. It was our metacommunication that allowed us to better understand one another and to more accurately interpret what the other was communicating. Some metacommunication is nonverbal, like air quotes, body language, paralinguistics. But I'm talking about conscious, thoughtful, and intentional metacommunication in which we verbalize our verbalizations. I'm talking about the way that we talk. And so the next time you're working on your resume, ask yourself, do I really have good communication skills? And the next time you're in conflict with someone, talk about the way that you talk. Thank you.